What's up, internet world? We're the News 19 Nerds. I'm Michael.
I'm Avery.
It's finally here. The day has finally come.
Mm-hmm.
This Avenger is going to get her due.
Long overdue.
Long overdue. It took a minute. Kevin Feige figured some stuff out, and they made it happen. We finally are getting our first teaser trailer for Black Widow.
Yeah.
You see we got all the Marvel stuff out here. We got a couple of these gauntlets. She was taken too soon by the Soul Stone. R.I.P. Natasha Romanoff.
Which still doesn't make sense, because if Gamora can come back like the 2014 version, then like another year of like Black Widow should have been able to come back as well. But we won't get into that.
I mean, to be fair, they didn't rule that out, right? They could.
Yeah.
They could go back in time and get another one.
Yeah.
Based on this logic, sure.
What if we saw? It'd be weird if like we saw somewhere like with the time traveling happening in this movie. But I guess this is just gonna be focused on her. I don't know who else might pop up in this.
So we know this has Scarlett Johansson as Natasha Romanoff.
Right.
We know it has Florence Pugh as I can't remember her name. I gotta look her up real quick. It's got there we go. Come on. Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova.
I don't know who that is.
She is another Black Widow.
Oh.
She was trained in the same Red Room as Natasha, the same training program.
So has Black Widow been passed as like a mantle, almost like how Captain America?
It's a little bit like that. Other people have. Well, I think there are like multiple Black Widows, and she was a different Black Widow. You also have Rachel Weisz as Milena Vostokov, who I think might be like an OG Black Widow or something. I don't know.
I can see that.
You got David Harbour as Red Guardian,
Hey.
who is essentially like the Russian Captain America.
Right.
Yeah, those are the big names that we've heard so far. And the rumor is, and it's on IMDb, but Robert Downey Jr. is somehow in the movie.
Could be.
As a cameo, which makes sense because this is set between the end of Civil War and Infinity War, so those 2 years in between.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I was thinking this was supposed to be. I don't know why I was thinking this was supposed to be like even before she joined the Avengers.
No. So this is after she has released all the secrets of Hydra and everything in Winter Soldier. We have Civil War happening. So this is between Civil War and Infinity War. And I think she might be on the run. Who knows exactly? Yeah, let's get into it. See what we got.
I used to have nothing.
Knees weak, arms is heavy.
Vomit on the sweater.
And then I got this job. This family. But nothing lasts forever.
Ooh, I like it.
I like that. The Black Widow, yeah.
It's never easy these days.
So what are you going to do?
I've lived a lot of lives, but I'm done running from my past.
I know you're out there.
I know you know I'm out here. So we're gonna talk like grown-ups?
Is that what we are?
See you too, sis.
What brings you home?
We have unfinished business. We have to go back to where it all started.
Lucky us.
One thing's for sure. It's gonna be a hell of a reunion.
Still fits. Family. Back together again.
Him in this accent.
Good fit.
Okay. So I'm not sold. I'm not. Now it's Marvel, so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
And every MCU movie I've seen, even if even if it wasn't the best, I liked it. There isn't an MCU movie that I don't like.
Right.
Some are just like whatever. So this first trailer didn't sell me.
Didn't sell me either.
Yeah, but the first Captain Marvel trailer didn't sell me either. I thought it was interesting and it was cool just to see Captain Marvel on screen. But when I go back and think about it, it didn't wow me as much as I wanted. But I really enjoyed the movie, so I still got high hopes. But this trailer did not come as strong as I wanted.
It just in this movie. I just hope it kind of just does something new, whether how it's shot or just how the storyline goes, because it's like we've already seen like this kind of thing in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. It's giving me that type of vibe to it, and that was a great movie. I consider one of the best movies.
That's one of my
MCU.
That's probably my number one MCU movie is Winter Soldier.
Yeah, it's up there for me. Maybe top 3. I'd say, but it's like I don't know. This movie can work. It's just like you said. Like the first trailer didn't sell me.
Yeah.
I watch this and be like, oh man, I gotta see this movie. It's just like, okay, this like will be an alright movie.
Now I do like the fact that the person who's directing this is Kate Shortland, and Marvel does a good job of picking directors who aren't necessarily mainstream, but end up wowing you with all kinds of stuff. Like they did it with the Russo brothers when they were working on Community. Right. They did it with Taika Waititi when he was doing like Hunt for the Wilder People and all that kind of stuff. He came in. I mean, Peyton Reed, he was kind of known for bringing on some of the funnier stuff, but he wasn't like a big name. People know him now for Ant-Man and all that stuff. Scott Derrickson, he was kind of a horror director. So they know to get these people. And I like Kate Shortland. Some of her other movies like Lore and Somersault, Berlin Syndrome, a lot of those movies have a strong female presence, which is great because you want to get that out of a Black Widow movie.
Yeah, that'd be like a real main point.
Right, and I think Scarlett Johansson is a very good actress. A lot of times she may not have a lot to do in a Marvel movie when she's not kicking butt. She kind of may take to the side, and you don't really get to see her explore the full depth of a character maybe.
Right.
So I feel like this could be a chance for her to really dig into the material and do something that we don't expect.
Did you see Lucy?
Yeah. Like Lucy was fine. I'm not gonna be like, man, this is an Oscar movie. I thought the action was fine. Luc Besson's kind of hit or miss for me, but I thought it was all right. I'm curious to see how they do these fight scenes because one thing that I don't like about Marvel movies is the way the fight scenes are cut. I wish more action movies would give me long shots of people fighting, and I get it. You want to cut it so it seems faster paced, and you can kind of cut around people who maybe don't know what they're doing. You can hide people's faces. I would like to see more longer shots with some of the fighting.
Listen, after watching the John Wick movies, that they spoiled me. I want like whole like one cut.
Yeah, give me one shot stuff for real. But I'm not sold. But I'm giving Marvel the benefit of the doubt, and I like everybody involved. It's weird to hear accents with people, but it makes sense that since maybe, and to what we've seen, we don't know that the 3 other people, David Harbour, Florence Pugh, and Rachel Weisz, they may have never come to America. Maybe they've only been in Russia, so they had no reason to lose their Russian accent.
Right.
So it's kind of funny to hear that accent. David Harbour looks like he's having a good time. He's getting in a suit.
Yeah.
He's chunky, but he's like...
He get to dress up, so he going.
Yeah, he's like, I get to have fun in the suit. It still fits, whatever.
Black Widow in the all-white suit.
Oh, yeah.
Clean. Like she...
And there's a screenshot where... Because at one point, they were all wearing that same kind of black suit, all 3 of the widows. There is a screenshot somewhere or something floating around of Rachel Weisz in a white suit. I'm pretty sure. So I'm curious to see like what the dynamic is between those 3 women.
Right.
In the comics, Black Widow did marry Red Guardian. Like that was her husband for a little bit.
Oh,
so I don't know.
That was like her father. Or something.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen here because she might be romantically linked to somebody else in Shield.
Well, if we being honest, Black Widow in the comics, she's been romantic with so like I said, Red Guardian. She's had something with Daredevil too, right?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Daredevil, Winter Soldier, I believe. People love Black Widow.
She a badass woman, yeah. O.T. Fagbinelli, and I never pronounce his name right. But he's I don't know if it's Fagbinale or whatever. I don't know. Fagbinale, I don't know. He is he's playing Mason, and that is a character in Shield, I believe. So I think that might be her tie-in to that.
Oh, gotcha. Did it say who's listed as Taskmaster? Because honestly, that's going to be.
Well, I think they're not saying it because we don't know who Taskmaster is. And when they did the footage at Comic-Con, they some of the stuff you saw here was what they showed at Comic-Con, but it was a little more in depth in some of the scenes. And they kind of show more of how Taskmaster has the ability to copy people and mimic their moves.
Right.
We didn't get that so much here. We kind of got a little bit, but not a lot.
My man said, "Pow."
And one of the things that people were saying is that, oh, Taskmaster may not be a man in this. It may be either Rachel Weisz or Florence Pugh. Some people are thinking it could be a female, maybe.
Maybe a little switch.
Yeah, which would be interesting. I mean, they've done a gender swap on villains before. They did it with Ghost for Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, yeah.
Normally that's a male villain. That was, they did a female Ghost, which was cool. So I'm down. Not 2 thumbs up. I give it a thumb up and one of these.
A little shaky.
A little shaky just because I need to see more of it.
Right.
And
What can sell you on this movie?
Well, it is a teaser, right?
Right.
So at that point, it is kind of like, oh, they're kind of saving stuff. They're not doing a lot of story beats yet because they'll probably do that when they redo the official trailer 1 and 2. We're kind of just getting a hint of what this stuff is. I don't need to see Tony Stark's cameo yet. They could say that for the movie.
Yeah.
That would be cool. It would be interesting to see other people in the movie besides Tony Stark, like other Avengers. It would be cool if we got to see Hawkeye, because that's her homie from back in the day.
Shows up on this.
Her and Hawkeye and.
But then again, I don't know exactly the whole timeline, because if this is happening in between Civil War and Infinity War, we're not exactly sure when Cap goes back to the prison and saves everybody. I'm sure it's sooner than later, but still.
I don't know. A lot of questions. It wet my whistle, right? It teased me and it did what it's supposed to do.
Right. Does this hurt the movie because of where, what time it's come in the MCU? Because
here's the thing, it's kind of like what's going to happen because eventually she dies, right? I don't think we have to worry about that in this movie because MCU has proven they can jump in and around all through the timeline. If this movie is $1 billion, I guarantee, I feel pretty confident they will make a second one because you have at least a 2-hour time frame before she eventually meets her fate in Endgame.
Right.
Not only that, even though it was and nerds, let me know, 2 years canonically whenever from Civil War to Infinity War, but it's kind of more almost 7 years, right? Because you have 2 years real time plus they're 5 years in the future for Endgame.
Yeah, that's right.
So I mean, who's to say a sequel couldn't take place after half of the world is gone and she's still doing her missions?
Now that's the movie
that could be a sequel.
Want to see.
Yeah, I
want to see how she does as basically the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. now.
Yeah, so I mean, there is definitely a time frame for us to play in to get more Black Widow stuff. Also, it's comics. They'll find a way to bring her back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am curious to see. I wonder what the Endgame scene is going to be of this, whatever the post credits is going to be.
Yeah.
How is it going to? Because this is the start of Phase 4, so I wonder if maybe it's going to be somehow connected to Eternals, or if it's connected to Thor 4 or whatever. I don't know.
I'd be so down for an Eternals post credit scene.
That'd
But then
be
again, you never know with Marvel.
I'm definitely not going to count Marvel out. So it didn't wow me, but I'm interested for sure. Yeah. That's us. Let us know what you think in the comments about this video. What do you think of the trailer overall? My question for you guys is, what is going to be the post credits for Black Widow? Let us know that in the comments. You can find us here on YouTube. You can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and WOTX.com. And we are out.